Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This time we have a 2024 election prediction between former President Donald Trump and Governor of North Carolina, Roy Cooper. So a way this scenario could occur is, again, I think it's like a 25% chance that Biden decides that he would drop out of the race because if he's still polling behind Trump by the time of the convention, there's a reasonable chance that he'll assess the field and see that another Democrat would probably have a better chance. That's a real potential possibility, and I could see the delegates deciding to pick a Democratic governor as their nominee. I could definitely see them deciding that, and I could see Roy Cooper as one of the strongest Democratic candidates in terms of a governor on their side, and that's a real candidate that they might actually choose for the presidential role. So let's get right with this video. So starting off, I definitely see Colorado, New Mexico, Virginia just as all safe blue states. I think he would pretty much unite most of these traditionally Democratic states to his way. He'll probably easily carry them by all over 10%. In his home state, North Carolina, he's definitely a popular governor in this state. I definitely see him winning North Carolina pretty easily by a lean blue margin. I just think he would pretty much have the state on lock. That's one of the benefits of running someone from a swing state that would pretty much lock up their home state due to home state advantage. Moving on to Iowa and Ohio, I would just consider these likely Republican states. I think Cooper could get them down, especially doing better with independent voters than Biden would, because of Biden's age, really. That's the main thing dragging him down, in my opinion. So Cooper being a much younger candidate, probably more popular with independent voters, I could just see him doing a lot better than Biden in Iowa and Ohio. Moving on to Florida and Texas, I definitely see both of these states going to lean Republican categories. So with Florida, I think we could kind of halt Republicans' momentum in this state presidentially. I do think he would really help out Democrats here. He is a popular swing state governor. He would have a bit of a regional southern advantage going on here, which is why I see him also doing quite well in Texas. He'll do pretty well getting turnout out in the urban suburbs for Democrats in both of these states. So I see him putting them all down to lean Republican margins. In the state of Georgia, I also think him being from North Carolina would definitely help him out in the state of Georgia. Again, he would do well with independents, boost Democratic turnout, and he also would do well with black voters. He did well with black voters back in his previous gubernatorial campaign, so I see they're kind of factoring in here in Georgia as well. So I think Georgia and North Carolina vote pretty similarly, both of these two states. Moving on to the state of Alaska, with ranked choice voting, I definitely see it going down to a likely Republican margin. Definitely would be under 10, and I do think Cooper would do fairly well for a Democrat in the state of Alaska. Moving up to Maine and New Hampshire, I just still consider these likely blue states. I still don't think they would just be safe Democratic ones. Maybe Maine could go safe, but at the same time, Maine kind of votes in kind of lockstep with New Hampshire, so I'd just probably consider them both likely blue states for now. And Maine second, I still think this would go to Trump, but only by 4 points instead of like the usual likely margin. Okay. In Nevada and Arizona, with independent voters, yeah, I definitely do see Cooper doing well. He's a popular governor. I do think he would probably be able to appeal to more of the Democratic base in these states. He isn't as old as Biden is. He doesn't have those negative favorability ratings weighing him down like Biden. So Roy Cooper, he knows how to run a winning campaign. So I definitely think he would end up winning in Arizona and in the state of Nevada. Moving on to Nebraska second, I would probably consider this a likely blue district. And moving to South Carolina, I kind of think I shouldn't have rated it safe at the beginning of this video. I think it would actually be a likely state. Again, Trump only won here by 11 points in 2020. So with Roy Cooper being from a neighboring state in North Carolina, I do think he'd be able to bring down Trump's margin here to a likely Republican margin in the state of South Carolina. I really think he would do the best Democrat has done there in quite a long time. So it's a state to keep an eye on in the Roy Cooper candidacy. He would definitely make South Carolina decently competitive, more competitive than a safe red state like he usually is, that's for sure. Okay. Moving on to the last four Rust Belt states, I think Roy Cooper would end up winning in Minnesota, winning in Michigan, winning in Pennsylvania, and winning in Wisconsin. Even though Trump's very populist, I just think Roy Cooper, as a governor of a swing state, would win over independent voters, and I think he would do fairly well with populist voters as well. So I just have him beating Donald Trump. Again, Trump's favor bills are quite low. If you run just a generic Democrat against him, they would probably be able to win. And Roy Cooper, I would consider him stronger than the generic Democrat. So that's why he wins in such a big margin, 319 to 219, 100 electoral vote victory. Other than that, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know down in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, highly recommend subscribing if you aren't already. Other than that, thanks so much for watching.